Let's get to work.
Week 21 in the building.
No,
We're
20,
here.
right?
No, this is 21.
No, last week
How much you want to bet? One of them shirts? You give me one of them shirts if I'm right? Yeah. Yeah, you want to give me one of them shirts?
I thought last week was 19.
No, I'm just saying. We can check. You want to give me one of those shirts if I'm right?
Yeah, let's bet.
So what I got to give you?
Last week was episode 19. We had the kids here for 19 episodes. We shouted each other out and said, wow, can you believe it? We had to pause a moment.
Well, maybe. I'll check.
Oh, now you want to check.
What's up, y'all? This is week 20.
There you go.
As Dwayne says, I'm still going to check just in case.
Yeah.
But no matter if it's 19 or 20, what matters is that we showed up.
Yeah,
and we're still here.
There it is. Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Round of applause for us.
Round of applause for us.
Thank you.
And also round of applause for the owners of Inthemixx, right?
There you go.
If they let us shout us out, you think they'll let us shout us out?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Cruz and Erica.
Yeah.
Help. They put up with us every Thursday.
From 8:30 to
From
9:30.
8:30 to 9:30.
Sometime a little over 8:35, 8:36. Sorry for taking that extra minute.
We can't take up because
time
is
out.
money.
Here's what we need you to do. If you're not checking us out right now, you check us out later on YouTube or SoundCloud or Facebook whenever you check us out. If you want to have your own podcast experience, this is where you need to be. Inthemixx Radio. This is what you need to do. Contact my boy Cruz. He will give you a conversation. If you got some content, you got a vision, this is where you need to be.
Word.
You can have your own experience with whoever it is you bring into this space. Just make sure you got your money to cover the cost.
Just make sure you got the money. That's all.
And you can have your own experience as well. This is where you need to be. So we thankful for tonight for another episode 20 of Conversations with Whitney and Dwayne. There it is.
Excited.
We are excited about tonight's show. We are excited about the last 20 Thursdays that we've been here with you guys, trying our best.
Oh, now
to
it's
just,
20.
Yeah, it is. I said that. Last week was 19.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You said
Okay,
21.
sorry,
Stay focused with me. I got you. Don't worry about it. Right? So, tonight, man, we're going to have a phenomenal show, man. We're going to have some great conversation tonight. But again, we're thankful for everybody who has tuned in over the last 19 weeks. And this 20th week here, we want to make sure that you guys get a copy of our book.
Me and the Authentic You.
Yeah, tell them what.
Me and the Authentic You.
Tell them where they can get it from.
You can get it from Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.com. Outskirts Press is on the screen. That's how it looks. Me and the Authentic You. Wherever books are sold. It's inspirational messages to help you meet you. A lot of us are running away from who we are. How are you going to run away from yourself?
Say it again, Whit.
Not a good thing, but get into our book. You can be in the conversation, but it just helps you bring out your authentic self. And once you know who you are and you good with who you are, that's all that matters.
Facts.
Conversation in our books to help you meet you. So please pick it up so you can really be in the conversations with us. All righty?
Yeah.
And that's what our podcast is, inspired by, our book. We read our meditations, and then we have the conversation. And tonight's conversation is going to be powerful.
Yes,
so I'm hoping that, and I'm expecting that, not hoping, I'm expecting, listen to the language, that you call in 914-969-6499 or 718-705-4959.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So I see, Dwayne, you have some...
Always.
Vibe With Me t-shirts because of that Vibe With Me movement. And I see that you added some tank tops to your collection.
Always.
My people's on Instagram. I'll have you take a look at it.
We got the hat still popping. We got the hat still popping. Actually, this order right here is for one of my Vibe With Me Army soldiers, cadets, generals, actually, that's out in Missouri. Shout out to her and her daughter. They reached out. They contacted D. Graham.
That's
and
what's
they
up.
said,
Thanks for supporting.
Yo, you know what? We need to support that movement. We watch you every morning. We love what you're doing. So what they wanted was some tank tops. They are the first to have the tank top edition of the Vibe With Me
Turn it over here so they can see it on Instagram.
Right? So what we doing now is we got the tank tops popping. Right? She got the pink situation going on.
I love pink.
Right? The Vibe With Me situation is happening now. So shout out to them. Shout out to Missouri for showing me some love.
You got the blue.
We got the blue situations popping.
Right.
Yo, let me say this to you guys,
like
man.
that.
The Army is forming. Whether you like it, support it, or not, it is happening. It is going on. And shout out to all of my people that's in Boston that showed me some support. Shout out to my people that's in PA who showed me some support. Of course, shout out to Harlem, New York, the Bronx, who has showed me support, who are purchasing hats and T-shirts and sweatshirts. Thank you so much for showing love and support to the Vibe With Me movement. Every morning, I'm getting up showing people that you can continue to have faith and believe and declare and hope that things will get better. So I'm just having a conversation with my people every morning, telling people to vibe with me and vibe with God, and things get better when you don't break your spiritual connection. I'm just one of the people that's on the front line for God, that's trying to help as many people as I can. Yeah. I don't walk around giving bad news and sad news. I believe in giving good news. I believe in giving hope. I believe in giving love. I believe in giving strength and inspiration and motivation, and most importantly, connection back to God. So thank you, everybody who's been vibing with me. Your shirts is coming to
Can we get a round of applause for the Vibe With Me army?
Hey, there we go. Thank you so much. Shout out to God for giving me the strength to do it every morning. It's been a year. I got up for a year every day.
I know. You're consistent with your videos.
Snow.
I know.
Hot.
I do a video once every 2 months.
In the summertime, I'm sweating.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all don't know how many takes. I be having to take 50 I don't like that. Let me do that over. Let me do that one over. I don't like that. I cursed on that one. They telling me about curse. Let me try to do that without curse. 50 to 60
I know.
takes.
I know about the tape.
But you know what? At the end of the day,
it's all
I thank God for
you
giving me the strength. And people are connecting. People are experiencing hope. People are not giving up. Let me give a short story real quick. I had a sister that was in Delaware. Mm-hmm. I was asleep. It was about 2:45 in the morning. I just so happened to roll over and turn over. And the sister said to me in the DM, she said, "Are you still doing individual counseling sessions?" I said, "Yes." Uh-huh. She said, "I need a counseling session." So I wasn't going to respond because it was so late.
Right.
But then I did. I said, "Yes, I am." She said, "Can I please have a session?" I said, "Sure." The sister said to me, I was on my way to Texas to book a flight to go kill somebody. And I thought about you in your videos. Can you please schedule me for a session? And she did not book her flight to go to Texas to go commit a murder.
See, and those are the things that help us keep going on with this movement and getting people back connected to God. And see that in your gift, you sharing a gift that God gave you and the message that God gives you. So that's important, that you got to keep going on. Everybody has something to give and to offer the community, offer the kingdom. That's powerful. Yeah, that. I mean, it's been so many other stories, but that one right there was powerful. Was so powerful because, you know, you look at the timing of things, right? That hour, something at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm just rolling over coincidentally, but purposely. And I said, yeah, sure. And then I spoke to her that morning time. And I actually was able to talk her off the ledge, and she didn't actually take that trip. She didn't commit a murder, man, and she's actually staying focused on letting go. And that's part of the reason why we're going to have this conversation. Well, that's good, because we're going to have a conversation talking about love.
Yeah, new love.
We're going to talk about love, too, and new love.
Yeah, new love. new love.
But I got a lot to talk about.
Let's get into it.
Shout
out to our social media followers before we go to everybody becoming aware of the Go Get It conference.
Yes, I'm so excited about my 3rd annual Go Get It Women's Empowerment Conference. Cruz, play that video real quick. It's all over Instagram. Hey, get your tickets and go get it. And get your tickets, go get it. $75 is the early bird special. You better go get it before you gotta pay $100. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the building.
Dwayne's gonna be in the building. All my transformational speakers up there.
Yeah.
See, we have phenomenal speakers. And the thing is, I need you to be in the building. November 3rd, 2018 at the Radisson Hotel. These are my honorees. We're honoring some powerful honorees. And if you're a vendor, exhibitor, you have the privilege of being in the building as well. But you need to contact me. Yeah. Because the thing is that the spots are going up. The spots are going fast. So if you want to be a vendor, you got to hit me up. Hit me up info@gogetitwomen'sempowermentconference.com. It's going to be phenomenal. It's my 3rd annual conference. My partners, shout out to them. But I need you to be in the building. The theme is Celebrate You. Yeah. Celebrate You. Yeah. One thing I want to say is, because I see a lot of videos about the after piece or the post conference.
Yeah.
And these conferences, a lot of people have these conferences, real estate conferences, women empowerment conferences are popping up left and right, conferences in general. But the thing is that you'll get the tools and you'll get the action plan.
Yeah.
But remember that you have to do the work after the conference.
Yeah.
So we can give you all the information and then transform and start your transformational process in your mind, but you have to take the tools and keep using them thereafter. What we're doing differently this year with the Go Get It Women's Empowering Conference, we're going to have many networking sessions and events after this conference to follow up with you if you stuck to the plan. All right, so be in the building. Go Get It Women's Empowerment Conference. See you there November 3rd. The tickets are only $75, and trust me, the value in this conference is worth $450.
And let me say this on that note. Let me say this on this note before we move forward. I'm going to be in the building. I know the other transformative speakers are going to be bringing some powerful stuff, but let me tell you what I'm bringing. The dangers of disconnection. You do not want to miss my segment where I will be covering the dangers of disconnection. Oh, my God. Let me calm down.
You see that? You see that?
I just want to let you guys know that the dangers of disconnection, you do not want to miss what I'm going to bring to this Go Get It. I'm not trying to bait you into it. I'm just trying to encourage you to get to it. I'm going to be in there with some fire, some stuff that you ain't never heard before that's going to have you not just emotional and crying, but you're going to be looking at people who ain't been meaning you no good a whole nother way and letting them go while you looking at them, connecting with the right people.
They're going to call them during the session and say, look.
Yeah, it's over. I'm done.
I got to go.
Thank you for nothing, or thank you for what you was able to give, but I'm done.
Thank you for allowing me to leave you.
You do not want to miss this Go Get It conference. I will be in the building.
In the building.
Giving you guys, you think the power that you get from me in 1 minute is something? You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing.
So that's what's going on as far as Whitney is concerned with the Vibe With Me movement, the Go Get It conference coming up. And we excited about what's going on. Real quick, can we do this? We ain't do this yet.
What?
Can we let the people know about our book that we got coming out?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We have our second book coming out, which is called Don't Drop Out on You.
Yeah, there it is.
Don't Drop Out on You is coming soon.
Yeah, we're going to give y'all some imagery, some visuals, something tangible that you could touch, that you could visually see. But we are excited about our next project, our next book. Yes, we are.
But this here is going to be something phenomenal. Just think about the title, Don't Drop Out on You.
Yeah.
Okay? And not just something that you could read, but we are bringing some activities. It's like a workbook to help you work through on not dropping out on you. Oh, that just rhymed. Help you work through without dropping out on you. That just rhymed.
Yeah, that's good.
Whatever. That's good. But it'll be soon. So we're going to keep you updated on that. Monday Morning Glory, we do a prayer conference called every Monday morning.
From 7 o'clock to 7:15 over the last 5 years.
Yes.
We have been getting up praying for each other and for you guys, and we encourage you guys to call in Monday morning from 7 o'clock to 7:15. The number is up there, 515-739-1015. The passcode is 383-812-662. We have 15 minutes of power every Monday morning to help start our Monday and to start our week and help us have the right minds, the right perspective, because for many of us, Monday is the roughest day. It's the start. We got to mentally prepare ourselves to go to jobs that some of us can't stand or just got a lot of responsibility, and we need as much prayer, positivity, good energy, and good vibes to go deal with people who we know we can't stand for the 7, 8, 9, 10 hours we got to deal with them. So I want to encourage you guys to make sure you guys are calling in. And that's just work. That's not to mention medical complications that many of us are battling with, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, lupus, whatever it is that you're dealing with medically. We got some stuff on that prayer call. Financially, many of us got debt. Some of us are trying to take businesses to the next level. We cover it all every Monday morning.
And I want to say thank you to those who call in consistently, or just call in on Mondays, because when we open up the line, to check the spirits of the callers that are on there. We also open up the line for prayer requests, and your testimonies and what you're praying for, even how you're feeling in the morning, your spirit helps other people say, you know what, I'm not the only one going through it that need prayer for this.
That's good.
So thank you for everyone who calls in on that Monday morning glory call, and you help us encourage each other.
That's good, Whit.
And you help us encourage us.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, Whit. And shout out again to the 35, 45 people who call in every Monday morning. We got our consistent callers. Shout out to all of you guys for always calling in, letting us know how you feeling, giving us personal testimonies in our DMs on social media.
Yeah,
we thank you so much for letting us know what's going on with you guys and how the prayer call is actually helping you. Please keep calling in. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your prayers. And also, pray for us too.
Yeah.
Because it ain't easy getting up every day. Doing videos, doing prayer calls, planning conferences, writing books. It's not easy because we're living in a time, again, where so many people are so disconnected, where the disconnection can discourage us. So we need your prayers to continue to do this work. And we thank you all for those of you who take the time to at least just think about us and say, God, be with Whitney, be with Dwayne, strengthen them to continue to help the people that you got them on the front line helping. So thank you for your prayers as well. We need it.
Yes. So also 914-969-6499 is the call-in number. Call in. Say hi.
718-705-4959. Let's give them a number again with 914, because you got some people who got to be like, slow down. I'm trying to write that. 914-969-6499 or 718-705-4959. We want to hear from you guys tonight, even if you don't want to say what's going on with you, but you just want to just let us know that you're being touched and transformed or inspired or happy and smiling because you watching us or you listening to us on Facebook or Instagram or Inthemixx Radio. Make sure you give us a call tonight. We want to hear from you guys. Tonight's topic of conversation is new love.
Yes, and also just look on the screen if you're looking in on viewing us on Inthemixx Radio, also on Facebook. The number to call in is going across the screen. And I just typed it on my Instagram so you could be a part of this conversation. So, spirit, how's your spirit, Dwayne? We're doing a spirit check.
Yes. Here we go. Real quick, before I do the spirit check, I got somebody requesting the number again.
Okay.
914-969-6499. 914-969-6499 or 718-705-4959.
Can you type it in your Instagram?
I don't know how to pin it, but I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to put the numbers up there for the people right now.
All right, so he's going to do that.
And in the meantime.
Okay, so we got our first caller.
Let's do it. Let's
get to the topic yet.
Who's on the line? Talk to us.
Oh, they hung up.
Call
back in. So as Dwayne is typing in on his Instagram page, mine is already on there. I'm going to say it again as it's scrolling across the screen. 914-969-6499, 718-705-4959. Now we're in the spirit check realm. We're going to check how our spirit is, and we're going to check it real quick. 8:52. So we're going to get topic of the conversation.
How you feeling,
my spirit is joyful. I'm actually, let's say love. Joyful, though. Joyful. I'm full, and I'm full of joy because I see how God is moving in my life as far as being connected. So I'm just I'm joyful, and I'm full.
That's good.
And I'll keep it at that.
That's good.
What about you?
That's good. My spirit on tonight is, again, excited. My spirit is excited. This is the month of August. I said last week and the week before last that this month is going to be a phenomenal, astronomical, stupendous, in the words of my man Sam, Fat Sam, who I went to high school with. He always uses those words, astronomical, stupendous, right? This month and the rest of the year is going to be so amazing because I know, like I said last week, that God is going to honor my show up. That even in the midst of my flaws and my struggles, that God is going to honor the fact that every day I got up and I decided to honor God. I prayed, I worshiped, I served, I helped somebody. I didn't just think about myself. So I know that as a result of that, not that I did it to get something, I did it to give something in spite of what I was going through. So I know that God is going to honor it. And I know that this month, especially this month, it's my birthday month. And I know that God got a surprise for me on on this 40th year, oh my God, on this 40th year, I know God is going to do something amazing. I know he's going to send some people into my life to release some phenomenal things. God going to show me off this month. So I'm excited this month about what it is that God is going to release, because the rest of the year and for the rest of my life, like I said, I'm living in power, I'm living rich, I'm living blessed, I'm living wealthy, and everybody connected to me is going to reap the benefits and the blessings of that overflow.
Well, you know what? One thing that you do say, and one thing that we need to think about is you guys can have newness as well. You can declare everything in your life that new, prosperity, divine connections, for God to take you to the next level, destiny. You can ask God for and just put it out there and declare it, because you can get it too. It's not just waiting for us, but it's all about your language and how you communication and what you speak into existence. It's all about speaking it into existence.
There you go.
So you can have everything that you desire,
right, in
God's will. All you gotta do is speak it, declare it, and claim it.
So before we get to the what's going on segment real quick, right? Mm-hmm. And we about 10 minutes behind.
Yeah.
So let's go for it. I'll wait. Go ahead.
All right. So let's go. What's going on? This is our segment. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on right now, Whit?
Yeah. So I want to big up. Can we get that picture? Okay. As you see, this picture says, "We will not be shut down."
Let me show this picture too.
Black Girl Power, Cupcake Cutie Boutique. I want to shout out, if you look on the left, Maisha Stokely,
right,
and Montika,
right,
Jones. Shout out to Damon Jones as well.
Right.
This weekend, we had to stand up for what we believed in. We had to stand up for our girl Maisha and for the small business Cupcake Cutie Boutique, because it was unfortunately a situation where they were trying to shut, the city of Mount Vernon was trying to shut Maisha Cupcake Cutie Boutique down. And what I saw here that I was very proud of when it came to Maisha, she's a phenomenal woman, strong. She was not going to let her business go down. She worked so hard to have this business, her and her mother, Montika, and even Damon supporting her because her dad, she was going to do everything in her power. And if that was standing outside for 24 hours, for 2 days, 3 days, in order to keep her business open and not shut down, that's what she was going to do.
Right.
And as her friends, we were not going to let her stand out there alone. So I want to shout out to everyone who supported Cupcake Cutie Boutique. After this situation, she got a lot of support Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and still getting support from the community, from people who believed in her and believed in the business, because she does so much for the community.
Right.
And she sold out, selling out of cupcakes, and people just showing love and showing support, and standing for what she believes in. And our community,
that's good,
backing her.
That's good.
And that's what we all need to do for each other.
Right.
If you're standing for a cause, stand with your people. Support black businesses. Support small business owners, because it helps the community.
Right.
So I want to shout out Cupcake Cutie Boutique. Go check her out in Mount Vernon. Gosh, what's the address? Daggone it. Wait a minute. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. In the meantime,
actually,
what
I'm
we going to do?
looking over here.
What we're going to do for her in the meantime is we're going to ask that God blesses her business.
Yes.
We're going to ask that God continues to send people into that establishment to sell her out. And not only just that particular establishment, we're going to ask that God gives her more establishments. Give her
enlarge
more
her territory.
That's what we're going to do, because what the enemy, in his ignorance, what he doesn't realize is that he catapults the business. That's all he does. So you messing with her, devil, all you did was bring more business to her. You brought more money to her. So you know what? Here's what we are grateful for her. So we're going to continue to, just declare more favor for her business, more protection for her mom and her dad. We're going to continue to lift them up and cover them, that no weapon formed against them shall ever prosper. And we're going gonna bind and rebuke any of the enemy's plans and attacks that's trying to stop her money, because they need money to continue to do the great work that they're doing in the community. And that's our prayer for them.
And what the enemy means for evil, God always uses for our good.
All the time.
All right. So her address is, let's see, 8 South 6th Avenue in Mount Vernon. Her hours are operational from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the week.
Address again, Whit.
It's on 6th Avenue.
There you go.
South 6th Avenue.
There you go.
Number 8.
There you go.
In Mount Vernon, New York. Hours of operation, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So please support. And shout out Cupcake Cutie Boutique. Keep doing what you do.
Yeah, we salute you. We stand
we
with
love
you.
you.
We support you. We pray with you. We pray for you. And get ready for the overflow that's about to flood your business, because you about to go to another level. Thank you for the enemies who participated in the catapult of your business. We love it. We thank you. We are happy, excited.
I was all in that video. I was standing ground. Look, you ain't going. You mess with me. I mean, you mess with my peoples, I'm right there. That's loyalty. That's how you got to do. That's connection.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. So now we getting on to tonight's topic.
Yeah,
tonight's
it's 9
topic.
o'clock, right on time. Woo!
Tonight's topic.
Yeah,
we got it on the
go.
screen.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dwayne's very excited.
Yeah.
You see how I did that whole flyer?
Yeah, there we go.
You like that, don't you?
New
like that.
love.
I'm creative.
Wow, new love.
New love. New love. We want you to call in 914-969-6499, 718-705-4959. Now, this time.
Before we get started, I'm sorry.
God, Dwayne.
I'm sorry. I just want to say to our social media followers, we see you guys. We're not ignoring you. We see your comments. We will get to what you guys are sharing with us. We will get to you guys.
We need y'all to call in.
We're just trying our best to get to the main part of the show, because in that main part of the show, we will address your comments with the segment of the show. So don't leave. Stay with us. We are not ignoring you. We see what you guys are posting and sharing. Please stay with us. Whether you're on my page on Instagram, Whitney's page, or Inthemixx, wherever you are, Facebook, we see it. We're going to cover it. Don't leave. We're coming. So stay with us. Go ahead, Whit. I'm sorry.
Who's in the crib? Oh, you show the video. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So the topic is new love.
There you go.
Now, what inspired this topic, let me just shout out. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. We were talking, Dwayne and I was having a conversation, and I was talking about this show on OWN named Love Is Us. Phenomenal. And we were having a conversation about love in general. You know, what love looks like, what love feels like, what is love, what love is not. And in talking about newness, in the month of August is that the 8th month out of 12, right? 8. And think about the spiritual number 8, which is beginnings, right? New beginnings. So we said, let's talk about new love, right? It just makes sense because love wins, right? Love wins. When everything else fails, love still wins. Yeah. So we need to operate from a position of love and lead with a position of love. Yeah. All right. So that's why we are talking about new love. So give me why are you smiling like that?
I'm excited.
I know. You rolling up your sleeves?
I'm
oh my God. You better let me talk during this segment.
I'm excited.
So tell me, what's your definition of, let's get into, what's your definition of love? Just tell me that. What's your definition of love?
My definition of love.
What does it mean to you?
See, it's so, and I'm gonna try to keep it, simple, and I'm not gonna try to go crazy, right? No. But when I think of love, I not only think about God, but I think about my mom, right? God bless her dead. I think about my mom, and as a son, I think about my mom because my mother loved me so much that she prepared me for her departure.
Okay.
So when I think about love in the context of loving someone enough that you prepare them in the event that they're no longer able to have you, that you still know how to live. You still need to go. You still understand that you got to go on. So when I think of love now at this stage of my life, I don't think about love just in the context of feeling good, you know, what somebody's doing for me and with me, and just having this, you know, these butterflies in my stomach. I get underneath all of that, and I get to, in the event something happens with the person that's showing me, you know, God loving me through them, that I'm able to still go on in the event that I don't have them, and I learned that from my mom. So my definition of love is preparing me for your departure, that I still can go on if I don't have you anymore.
Okay, great. Now, my definition of love is someone to be able to, love is to love me for me. Love me through my brokenness, love me through my wholeness, love me without judging me. And if you loving me, even in the times of my brokenness, that you're able to help me identify the broken pieces and help me make it whole.
Okay, that's
okay.
Good. That's good.
Not to say that there's not any self-work that you should do, but any friendship, love relationships, whatever the case is, love to me is loving me even in my brokenness, even when I make mistakes, even when I go left and I'm supposed to go right. Loving me through everything, unconditional.
That's good. That's good.
That's mine. That's my definition of love.
And
one of them.
You got another question, or are we just gonna go into the convo?
No, we just go in the convo, because I want to say that everybody's definition of love is different. Okay, and we know that everybody has this different definition of love. But I was gonna go into another question. But go ahead and say what you gotta say.
No, I love what you just said, because you bring my honey dip, right, to the conversation, right?
Honey dip?
Right, my boo-boo loves. You know,
because I would say that's different.
Right? And I call her that, you know, so it ain't like I'm bringing a new name into it, right? But what she said to me years ago was, Dwayne, it's impossible to love you with my heart. It's impossible to love you with my heart. I can't love you with my heart. I have to love you with the heart that God gave me for you. So when you bring in the conditional love, loving you through your flaws, loving you through your struggle, right? You know, all of those things. What she taught me and educated me on was, I'm only able to do that with you and for you with God's love. I can't do that with mine, because my heart is just as broken, if not even more broken than yours. So I can't love you to the degree that you desire love. And if me now on the receiving end, I may interpret it as if you don't love me enough, because you're not loving me through my struggles. You're not loving me through my flaws. You're not loving me through my mistakes. You're not loving me in, you know, some of the rough patches that I experience. So I'm going to think that you don't love me. And it's not that. It has everything to do with the fact that God didn't give you the love to love me through that.
And it's all about connection, right?
Go.
Because the thing is about, in order for a person to be able to love me through my brokenness, or love me with the heart of God, is that that person has to be connected spiritually to God, because our heart is always asked. In Scripture, it does say, you know, give me, renew my heart. And you got to keep renewing your heart, renewing your spirit, because the heart is faulty. Right. So the thing is, we need to be in connection with God, so I know what love is. Right. And it all depends on what the definition of love to that person is. But I feel, and as you said, I feel that, and I know that love starts with being connected to God, who created us and created what love is. And
I got to say this, right? Because I love that you raised the question in terms of your definition, right? Yeah, we definitely want you guys to call in. 914-969-6499 or 718-705-4959. Check our social media handles or our Inthemixx. The number is flashing. We done pinned it. It's up there. Check us out and give us a call. But here's an example, right, of the differentiation of love, right? So, some context real quickly. I'm in the street. This ain't relationship in terms of significant other mates, right? This is street stuff, right? Where many of us come from, even though some of us try to forget about it. I'm in the street. I done sold drugs. I done did some work, put some work in or whatever. I done got money. I went to jail. I come home from jail. We got a caller. Who's on the line? Talk to us.
Hello.
Hello. Who's on the line? What's your name? Tell us where you from. Well, thank you for calling in.
My name is Monique.
Hey, Mo, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Monique.
I'm doing fine.
What's up? You gonna contribute to our conversation tonight?
You want to tell us something, Mo? What's up? Talk to us.
It's me. Just listening to.
Oh, you outside.
You
Let's go, Mo. Let's go. Give us a question, Mo. What's up? Talk to us.
You know what? I don't really have a question. I just want to comment. Yeah, I just want to comment. No, I want to comment and say that y'all are doing a great thing.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate Whitney and Dwayne and all that you're doing to help all the people that you are helping, especially with your Monday morning glory. So I just want to say thank you.
Oh, Mo, good looking. Thank you so much. Thank you for the encouragement and the support. That's love right there. You just displayed.
And I love y'all, and I love y'all, and I love y'all.
We love you too, Mo. Thank you so much for giving us.
I will continue to pray for y'all the same way you pray for me and all the people that call in and ask for your prayers.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Be safe. See, that right there is a sign of, that's just a display of love, right? Calling in to calling in to support and said she's still going to pray for us. But go ahead. Thank you, Mo. Go ahead and finish your point.
So here's my example, right? My example and my point is in terms of making the differentiation with love, right? Okay. In the streets, right? When you in the hood, as a person who used to be in the hood, hustling, selling drugs, I went to jail. When I came home, there were some of the individuals who wanted to put me back on my feet, so to speak, right?
Right.
And their form of love is putting another package in my hand so I get on my feet. So in the hood, that's identified and considered rather as love. Mm-hmm. That my man showed me some love and put some work back in my hand so I get on my feet. The love that I now understand through my relationship and my connection with God is that's not the love that I need to receive. Because that love is going to put me probably back in jail or get me killed or just create more consequences that I'm not really ready to handle. So when you raise the point of, everybody has a different definition of love, I don't need to be connected to love that's going to make me have to experience consequence more than I want to experience reward.
That's good.
So let's be clear when you start talking about love. A lot of people talk about love with, and a lot of people talk about God, but we're not talking about the same love. We're not talking about the same God.
It's different levels of love.
We got different realms of it. So you want to make sure that the God or the love that you're talking about and you desire is a love and a God that's not allowing you to experience, just unfortunate, unnecessary consequences. I'm not saying that it's always going to be a walk in the park. It's not easy loving, another person while you're learning how to love or you're learning how to be loved.
Well, you know what? In order for you to learn, you can't learn how to love somebody else if you don't love who you are. It always starts with self-love. We know, and people, we talk about self-love. You need to love yourself and love, but people talk it, but they really don't do it. And you got to take time out for yourself and be secluded so you can learn what love is, because you need to love you first.
But even in that process, with adding to your point, and I agree, that's an ongoing process that we learn how to love ourselves.
I believe that too.
Because the reality is that we still experience life. We still go through things, and sometimes we don't handle the things that we go through, whether past or present, in ways that really reflect that representation of love. So our love, in terms of how we love on ourselves, could be questioned by somebody who thinks that we're not handling that circumstance the right way. So when we say, well, how can you really love somebody if you're not really loving on yourself? When you're dealing with new circumstances and new situations, it's not as easy to deal, because many of us, we're dealing with traumatic past experiences and we're dealing with new uncertain situations that we didn't even know was going to come in. So sometimes love is not always on our mind.
Well,
we're just trying to learn how to come to terms with what we're dealing with.
Well, you know what? You can't, and some things that you can't love unless you're healed.
That's good.
You know what I mean? You
good.
Can't love unless you're healed. So if you're with, and we're not just talking about intimate relationships. We need to get to our actually topic, new love. We're talking about love in general. But you can't love unless you're healed. So if you're you're dealing with someone or whatever the case is, and they feel as if you're not loving them because of X, Y, and Z, or you're not loving them the way they need to be loved, whatever the case is, you need to do self-assessments, because there's probably some places where you're not healed in order for you to recognize what true love is or what real love is, or your connection might be distorted.
So I love what you
with
go. I'm sorry, but
no, go ahead.
No, I love what you just said, because that right there goes into the topic of conversation in terms of
new love.
Right? The love can't be new until you surrender the old.
I like. Give me here.
The love can't be new until
like
you
that.
surrender the old.
And then how do you surrender the old?
What
do you mean by surrendering?
I gotta be transparent with.
All right, well, let's do it.
It wasn't easy letting go of what I normalized. I normalized a lot of chaos and dysfunction.
It was normal to you.
And I utilized love language, but my behaviors didn't reflect transformative, healing, progressive, productive love. Building love that was growing me, that had me doing things that I never did before, had me becoming a version of myself that I never was before. So because I was engaged in the love that didn't change me, the hood love, so to speak, I had to surrender that. So when you ask the question, I have to surrender everything that I normalized, that I was used to, that didn't grow me, that didn't change me, in order for me to start to experience new love. In this new love, I'm doing things that I never did before. I'm becoming a version of myself that I've never been before. Is it a perfect love? No, it's not. Is it a flawed love? Yes, it is. Because I'm still transitioning from years of being so dysfunctional and broken to learning how to be healed and whole, and learning how to create and build and transform into a version of myself that I never thought that I can be, because I normalized being broken. So you have to surrender that version of love that's not growing you. That's not changing you. That's not putting you in alignment with purpose. You have to surrender that love. So many of us, as well as myself at one time, and even though I'm still a work in progress, I had to surrender it because it wasn't producing no fruit. I wasn't growing. Nothing new was coming into my life. So you first have to surrender the love that you are familiar with. Yeah, it makes you feel good. Yeah, it gives you a false sense of hope. Yeah, it gives you a false sense of security. But the reality is you're still the same. You're not changing. Nothing new is coming to yourself. You're not doing anything different. You're not creating anything. Right. You're not sacrificing anything. So it becomes easy. So that's what I mean when I say you normalize that level of dysfunctional love that you normalize. The new love that you want for yourself, because when you in that dysfunction, you know something is wrong. You know something is off. You question. You raise questions. You question your mate. You argue with your mate, your spouse, your friend, your family. And it's not just about your significant other. It's family. It's friends. Because something inside of you knows that you're not in alignment. It knows that you're disconnected. It knows that something is missing. It knows that I'm not being fulfilled. It knows that I know that I'm better than what I'm currently in. It knows, because you are love. That's the powerful part of this conversation. We are love.
We have to get there knowing that we are loved. You know?
It's the nurturing part to support what you're saying. It's not being nurtured. It doesn't mean that we're not there. We are it. We come from something so supernatural, so mysterious. But when we don't nurture it, we think that we have to become what we already are.
I forgot what I just said. What did I just say before you went? When you said that?
No, you say we have to get there.
No, not we have to get. We have to. No, not that we have to get there. We have to get there in knowing, meaning that we are. Not saying that we're not that.
Okay.
We have to get into the knowing part. That knowing that we are that. Yeah. Not get there, but know that we are love. When you want to experience also new love, the person that you are in conversations with, that you spend time with, new love coming from the old and going to the new, that transition can also hurt, because new love is going to help you identify a lot of things that you might not have healed from, or identify things, and I talk about this all the time, things from like your childhood or whatever the case is. But new love, it might hurt, but in that process of hurting, you're transforming. So we have to not just surrender, but embrace what we embrace and confront some of the things that we have been broken from. And some people can pull that out of us in order for us to transform into being or embracing new love. Did I make myself clear?
No, you made yourself very clear.
Yeah, because you spoke a lot about, surrendering our old way of thinking, or how we normalize what love is, because a lot of our definitions of love or a lot of people are confused or been distorted because of, past stuff.
So, and I may do a disservice to this, right? I may do a disservice to this, right? But this may be a little humorous, a little comical, right? But it's real, right? And the reason why I'm saying I may do a disservice to it because I'm not a woman.
Then don't do it.
But I have to, because the spirit is
Erica, where you
at?
All right.
Because it's on my spirit to do it, right? And what's on my spirit to do is the two women who experience giving birth differently. You have the woman who's fearful of giving birth, and then you have the woman who's excited about giving birth. Even though both experience pain in that process. And I'm not talking about, the cutting open, the C-section. I'm talking about the natural birth, right? So they go through different processes, right? So this conversation in regards to new love, I want to try to use this analogy to kind of capture and give some imagery for the women specifically who are wrestling with this idea, right? And this transition and this process of surrendering the old love for the new love, right? That when you commit yourself to, not commit yourself, but when you're pregnant, you are pregnant with possibilities. You're pregnant with newness. You're pregnant with hope. You desire something different. It's in you, and that's a baby. So you're scared because of what you've been through. Now, maybe you might have had a miscarriage, right? A stillborn. You had some unfortunate circumstances that has happened to you in your life when you was pregnant before. So you're fearful of what you're going to give birth to now. So you're carrying, but you're scared. But then you got the other woman who probably may have had maybe one miscarriage, maybe was pregnant before, whatever the case may be, but she's still excited. She's still excited about being pregnant. So for my point in tonight's conversation in regards to new love is the attitude between the two women. The two women have different attitudes in terms of their belief for new love. One is scared even though she's pregnant, and the other one is excited, and they're both pregnant. So what's your attitude in regards to this new love? Are you reminiscing and reflecting on the pain, the stillborns, the miscarriages, the molestation, the rape, whatever it is? I'm sorry that it happened. But what is your attitude in regards to the new love that you desire, but because of the pain that you went through, you still struggle with being or giving birth to something new? Letting something new transform you, and then transitioning into that level of transformation. So yes, I know I'm not a woman, but I understand the birthing process as a father, as I watched that process take place before. But what I learned is the attitude is what plays a major part in terms of both women who are still pregnant, but one has an attitude of hope, who desires, who believes, who is excited about the new possibilities of what this new child is going to bring into her life. And then she's ready for the responsibility to be a mom of a son or a daughter or twins or triplets or quadruple, whatever it is. She's excited versus the one who's fearful. And sometimes that fear causes that woman to experience what she experienced all over again. So sometimes if you don't surrender to, or surrender rather to new love, what you may find yourself doing is reliving experience after experience after experience all over again, because you're bringing the wrong attitude to the experience that's trying to give you new love. You don't mean to do it, but it's unfortunate because you had so many other experiences that got you second guessing, that got you doubting whether or not you can give birth to something new. You can have a new relationship. You can have a new marriage. You can have a new friendship. You can have a new business. You can have a new connection with God. You can have something new that you have never had before. But it's hard sometimes to believe in something new because you're pregnant with it, because it's you. We are extensions of God. We come from something divine, something mysterious, something that we can't really capture. And we have to learn how to embrace it in order to give birth to something new. But the struggle for many of us is we don't know how to receive the new love, even though we are that love, because of how we've been treated by love, because how our love has been abused, because how it's been misused, because of how mistakes that we might have made. We don't know how to pick ourselves back up. We don't know how to envision something new, something fresh, something different. So that woman who is pregnant, and yeah, she got an experience too, but she got the right attitude. She's still excited. She's not, like I said to you earlier this week, she's not wavering in her belief that I still am worthy. I'm still worthy of love because I'm loved. So I'm going to attract what I am. But if I'm fearful, apprehensive, I don't think that it's going to happen, and I'm reliving what happened to me before, eventually I'm going to attract that. I'm going to attract what I went through again, which is the reason why many people experience friendships that become similar to other friendships, so they don't trust nobody. It becomes similar to relationships that happen like the last relationship. It becomes similar to businesses that happen like the last business, because you're putting that information, or rather that energy, out there where you're not as excited, even though you went through what you went through before. And I'm not saying it like it's easy, because it's very hard. It's hurtful. But here's the one thing that I got to say that I learned watching my parents. And I feel like I got to take us back to childhood. You think it wasn't hard for your mother and your father, or your aunt or your grandmother, your grandfather, to endure the challenges of life while they was raising you? But they still put their best foot forward and gave you the best that they can give you? So because we come from that, we got to learn how to embody that. We got to learn how to embrace that that's what we come from too. It wasn't smooth sailing. It wasn't peachy. They didn't do everything right. But you know what? They got up every day. They still continue to give their best. And that's what we got to do. And that's what I learned from my mother and my father. No, they didn't dot every I and connect every T. No, they did not. There's a lot of things that they dropped the ball on. And there's a lot of things that I held them accountable for. But you know what? They still got up every day. And I come from that. So for me, I'm on the side of new love today. I'm on the side of new love. Because I understand that if I don't surrender to that old love, all I'm doing is repeating the same cycle over and over again, and nothing new is going to show up into my life. And I don't want that. I can't afford it. And as a father and as a mother, we can't afford to show our kids that. So if you're a mother or a father tonight, you can't afford to show your son or your daughter or your children old love. You can't afford to show them dysfunction. You can't afford to show them chaos. You got to show them that you desire something better. You got to push through. You got to give birth. You got to give birth. You got to be on the table giving birth to something that you have never given birth to before. Yes, I'm sorry that you went through what you went through before, but you got to give them something that they never experienced before. And that's what I'm doing with. I'm going to give my son something that I never gave nobody before. I'm going to give them something that my mother and my father dreamed they could give me. And I'm not minimizing what they gave me, but I'm going to give them something that they gave that they never gave me. I'm not going to let what happened to me, who dropped me, who hurt me, stop me from giving my kids something that somebody never gave me before. I'm going to push through anyway because my son deserves new love. He deserves it. So I understand the hurt, but I'm willing to fight. And that's the attitude that I need you and everybody else who's tuned in tonight to have. I need you to have the attitude that you will have new love. You will not allow the attitude that stops you from surrendering old love, from allowing it to manifest, rather to stay in your life. You want to manifest the new love, and you want to surrender that old love that's not producing nothing new into your life. You want to put your feet on the table, pick your legs up. You want to give birth to new love. That's what you want to do. You want to give birth to new love. So God can begin to honor and release something inside your life that you never received a day in your life. And now you got not only new love, you got new prayers, you got new worship, you got a new heart, you got new vision, you got new business, you got new friends, you got new smiles. Everything on you is new. And it's so new that you don't even remember who hurt you. Oh my God. You don't even remember who hurt you. They're not even on your mind. They don't even matter no more. That's a beautiful space to be in, that you don't even remember who hurt you no more. That's the kind of new love that I'm talking about. I don't want to continue to exist in old love that I'm still reminiscing on exes that left me alone, and I can't give somebody a new shot because of an ex that left me alone, and I can't seem to shake them out my spirit. And I'm talking about faith in God. Oh, hell no. I refuse to let that be a part of my narrative. No, that's not it. That's not it. I'm sorry for going to him just now, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't hold it because it's time for new love. We're looking at so many people who are disconnected, and all they keep talking about is who hurt them, who left them, who did them wrong, who did them dirty, and they need to surrender that so that God can release something new. And I'm not making it seem like it's easy. You just have to have the right attitude to let God give you something new. And don't die in that wilderness of old love. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Because I know God told me to say all of that.
Yeah. Pray on.
God, we thank you for another night. Another night to introduce your people to your love. To introduce your people to your love. God, your love is fresh. Your love heals. Your love transforms. Your love grows. Your love lifts. And God, we want to be connected to your love. God, it's not easy because sometimes we tend to dwell on people's love. We tend to dwell on our love. And only your love can really transform. Only your love can position us to live lives of purpose. Only your love can change us, God, and help us make sense out of the pains that many of us have gone through. Because the truth is, God, that many of us are still carrying pain, and we don't know how to let it go. So tonight, help us surrender that pain. Help us to let go of everybody who left us, who laughed at us, who abused us, who molested our love, who raped our love, who abused our love. Help us to surrender that and begin to envision something that we can't even see right now. But through our connection, you will give us previews, glimpses, installments of your love, because we want your love. We're tired of just existing, God, just walking aimlessly, wandering from this person to that friend, to that job, to that school, to that business, to that thing, to that drug, to that drink, and we're still lost. We're tired of just aimlessly wandering, God. We're tired. So help us surrender the love that's not connecting us to you. Help us do that so we can begin to fulfill purpose. You're not waking us up every day, God, to just wander. We're not Cain. We're your children. So help us fulfill the purpose that you created us to live. And we need to do that with your love, not ours, and not with the hurt of the love that somebody promised us to give us, but they dropped the ball. We want to walk in your love, God. So help us walk in that new love. Help us walk in that new love so we have new businesses, new friendships, new visions, new ideas, new emotions, new conversations, new clothes, new money, new cars, new everything, God, because you are bigger than those we made bigger than you. So tonight, God, help us walk in that new love. It ain't easy, but tonight we surrender the old love and we stand. We declare connection so we can have that newness. That's our prayer. Forgive us for holding on to the old love instead of receiving your new love, because your mercies and your compassions are new every morning. So forgive us for reliving the old instead of embracing and accepting your new compassions, God. That's our prayer on tonight. That's our new prayer on tonight. That's our new worship on tonight. That's our new attitude on tonight. That's our new commitment on tonight. That's our new desire to be loved again by you and learn how to love ourselves. And then the new people that you send us into our lives to love us. Instead of us getting attitudes with the people who are trying to love us out of the brokenness. Instead of us getting defensive. Instead of being receptive. We want to learn how to be receptive instead of defensive with this new love that's trying to heal us, God. That's what we want to do. That's our prayer tonight, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Check us out next week. Inthemixradio.com. We out.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We jamming?
Hell yeah, we jamming. In the mix.